What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Kohout, Always Be Closing. I know we set out to make a 5-video series here, but there's just so much free information I want to give you and so much value. I hope you click the link at the bottom of the screen right now and get the audio course along with the digital binder. It's like a $3,000 value free. In addition, you get all the paperwork and 100 leads in the New Jersey town where you want to work. So I'm going to try to do a little condensation here. I'm going to show you guys how to structure deals and get cashed out quickly. But I'm sorry, we're going to have to make 4 more videos just so you get the transaction styles down. The first one we're going to go into is assignment of contract. Before we do that, I do want you guys to accept the fact that we've just taught you how to walk into a house and buy it on the spot, taking little to no risk without doing any research whatsoever. You may say to yourself, Chuck, how am I protected? Well, here you go. You're going to learn to use my paperwork. Please don't retype it. Don't go get some from some other guru, because if you need help and you want me to close your deal, I will not do it, and I'll make you go back and get the right stuff re-signed. So let's get into it. My paperwork has a spot for a binder deposit. Keep it low. $10 is usually more than enough. For some reason, I always have $10 in my wallet. If you got a buck, if you got 20, if you got 100 and you're a big roller, I don't care. Give them something. What I want you to understand when you do that is this paperwork all has liquidated damages language in it throughout. What that means is if you stick it out, don't be afraid to get it cut off. So if you went out and you got all the paperwork signed and you gained the confidence to sit down with a seller face to face and buy a house for next to nothing, taking no risk, sometimes even assuming a property encumbered by non-assumable debt, if that deal doesn't work out, the only thing you stand to lose is whatever you laid on the line. In these deals, it's going to be 10 bucks. So we're going to keep rolling. I'm going to go into the first transaction style. This is going to be assignment of contract, or like so many of you kids call it today, wholesaling. There's no difference, okay? Really simply, assignment of contract gives you the right to purchase a property, but with the liquidated damages language, you are not obligated to buy it. So you have the right to buy, but not the obligation. You are then going to resell your right to purchase that property for more. So, are you selling the property? If you said yes, you're wrong. Many of you don't even have real estate licenses. You're selling your right to buy the property. I'm going to take you through one of my first transactions. It's just a little bit sentimental. It lets me get more emotionally involved. We do have hundreds of others. We even closed one today. This is a house in Teaneck, New Jersey. I actually got this one as a referral from a lawyer of all people at a real estate club who couldn't figure it out. They told me it was an impossible short sale. There was no equity in this property. The bank would not negotiate. Nobody could seem to get it done. So they're like, I don't know, I'll give it to Chuck. He's never done a deal. Let's see if he can do it. I went in, I laid down 10 bucks, I got my paperwork signed, and I tried something absolutely revolutionary that nobody had done before. I put a sign in the front yard. The next day I had a bidding war. I was absolutely broken in debt on my mom's credit card. I actually had to borrow money for gas to get there. This is what this deal looked like. I'll give you the quick breakdown. Assignment of contract. I got this one closed in 20 days after I quit my job. I did it bass-ackwards and quit my job first. It'll just light a fire under your butt and you'll get stuff done quicker too. My binder deposit, 10 bucks. My purchase price, or some of these people are calling it the maximum allowable offer, what they were asking and what the outstanding debt was $350,000. My sales price, $389. Gross profit, $39,000. When I sell these things, many times I will offer my buyer a seller's concession, and I will pay all of their closing costs just to make it go quicker. In addition, I like to set them up to succeed, and I want them to have more money in the bank so they're not going to default. I don't ever want to have to buy a house back from somebody. Now, I'm not spending money out of my own pocket. It's phantom profit. Furthermore, since I'm not a realtor and since I am spending a significant amount of money to get these things closed, well, I can suggest mortgage brokers, can't I? I can suggest lawyers too. Furthermore, I give them a bunch to choose from. I know they're all good and they'll get it done. So my closing costs were a little over 18 grand. My net profit was just over $20,000. This is actually the first deal I closed way back in 2004. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think I slept in that 20 days. I remember I woke up that morning, the morning of the closing when I got the property assigned and I was ready to close. I looked at myself in the mirror and I vomited. Because I was so nervous, I'd convinced myself this didn't work out or it wouldn't. I brushed my teeth, I got in my car, I drove to the lawyer's office, I opened the door of the car and I vomited again, cleaned myself up, introduced myself at the law firm. They walked me into the boardroom. I saw the buyer, the seller, and all these lawyers and fancy people sitting around a table. I didn't even own a suit. I immediately ran to the bathroom and vomited a third time. Everybody signed all the paperwork, and I left with a check for $20,000, a little bit more. And since that day, I have not been able to figure out what exactly it was I was vomiting about. It changed my life, and honestly, I've never looked back. Now, the challenge is with assigning contracts is you are going to really struggle to assign a contract to somebody who's purchasing a property with a mortgage. Many mortgage companies are going to call this flipping, and if they see somebody on the HUD statement when the deal closes, they're not going to want to fund the loan because you're not a realtor or a lawyer. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get around this. This structure works best when you're selling your property to a cash buyer or somebody who's using a hard money lender for a discounted price. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Chuck Kohout, Always Be Closing. If you'd like the rest of this course, click the link below. Hope to see you soon at one of our live events. Bye for now.